Well, hello. It is Prophetess Angel Howard coming to you today with a word that I want to give you real quick, just a quick word. I'm not going to be before you very long. It's been a while since I've been on the YouTube on the platform, and so I just wanted to bring some encouragement. Excuse me, sorry for my green in my mouth. I take these vitamin drops and it turns my tongue green. But anyway, I just want to share with you something. I spoke on last Saturday on a platform, She Speaks. We have a She Speaks platform. I am the co-founder of She Speaks with my dear sister, which is Prophetess Shantia Sapp. She and I are the co-founders of She Speaks Global Summit. And you may find us there on Saturdays at around 3:30 or 4:30 Central and Eastern Time. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you to click. You may check out our replays and you may join us on a Saturday. Also, let me know if you would like for me to share that link with you. You may also find me on Instagram as well, under I Am Angel. So here is what I want to share with you. The topic that I spoke on was last Saturday, okay? And it is, there is a process in waiting, okay? And when I speak on that, there is a process in waiting, in that waiting period is the part where when we're praying to God and we're seeking God for answers, we're seeking God to give us an answer or whatever it may be. There have been things that I have made a request. I've made my request known to God for so many different things. And many times God has answered my prayers right away, and some things he hasn't answered. And there's some things that I've put before God and he still hasn't answered me on it yet. But it's okay, because there is a process. There is something that God is doing in the midst of your waiting period. And that is why the word says, do not be weary in well doing. And so sometimes we can get weary doing the waiting process because we want the answer on our time. We want God to answer us on our terms. We want a certain answer. Okay. And sometimes it doesn't make any sense, because it's like, Lord, I'm doing everything in my power that I can basically do. We even think about the word that faith without works is dead works. So we're thinking, okay, if I don't do anything about it, if I don't show forth, with faith, I have to make a move on it. I just can't wait for things to happen and expect for things to happen, and I don't do anything on my part. So we go by and we think about, okay, faith without works is dead works. But Lord, I'm using my faith, so why isn't anything happening? And so the thing about it is, it might not be happening for you for a reason in that season, because of the fact that it might be some preparation that needs to take place for you. You might be in a season where you have to be positioned. You might be in a season where you need to be strengthened. You might be in a season where you need some teaching, some preparation for where God is calling you. Maybe he's building you for something. Maybe he's building patience in you. Maybe there's some forgiveness that you got to go through. Maybe there's some area of resilience. And sometimes when we're in a season of preparation, it's not gonna feel good. Just like a learning process is gonna be very challenging, and guess what? It's not gonna always feel good when you go through some challenges where you have to learn lessons in life. And so I want you to be encouraged, my dear friend, my sister, my brother, and know that God he's listening to your prayer request. Don't think that you are praying to him and he doesn't listen. For those of you who have prayed and you haven't heard from God, continue to wait patiently. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. And when I tell you, when you wait on God to meet and answer your prayer, and you don't push God to the side and say, you know what, I'm going to do it on my own, because guess what? When you do it on your own, it causes problems. When you don't seek God and you make decisions for yourself, it can cause problems, because guess what? God sees a lot farther than what we can see. We don't know what may what may take place down the line. And so that therefore we must understand that it is very important to seek God, whatever you are seeking God for. If you're seeking God for a new job, a new promotion, if you're seeking God for a business deal to come through, if you're seeking God for that baby to conceive that your child, if you're seeking God for a spouse, a husband or a wife, or whatever the case may be, if you're seeking God to heal you from an infirmity in your body, if you're seeking God to handle that legal situation in the courtroom, or whatever the case may be, know that God is with you and he will never leave you or forsake you. And some things it is better to wait on it, so that God is doing something in the midst, but he's doing something through you while he's doing something for you. When I think about fruit, some fruit has to ripen before we can eat it. Some fruit has to ripen, well, mainly fruit in general, especially bananas. You cannot eat a banana that's not ripe yet. It will not taste good, because it's going to taste bitter. And so you got to wait till that banana ripen so that it can taste much better. And that is the same way our blessings are. Sometimes we can get something prematurely, and it will not be the right timing. And that can be a mate, someone that you meet. That might be the person for you, but it may not be the time for you to be with that person. You see what I'm saying? It may not be the right time to be with that person, but that person might be for you, because you know what? God may have to he's preparing that person. He's positioning that person for you. The word even says, don't be anxious for anything. Be anxious for nothing, but you must wait on the Lord. What does the Bible also say? Wait on the Lord, and he will what? He will give you strength. He will give you strength to wait on him and to be patient, because you're not gonna die waiting. No, you just you're building something within. And I want to read to you real quick in Proverbs 10:22. The blessings of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow. So know one thing: when God blesses you, he adds no sorrow. So when you make a decision on your own, sometimes it brings sorrow. Sometimes it brings stress. Sometimes it brings worry. Sometimes it's a burden. It brings a challenge, something that God did not intend for you to have, because he didn't give that to you. You make that decision for yourself. So if you wait on God to bless you, it is not going to come with any strings attached. It's going to come with an increase. And you are in a season of increase. But while you are waiting, continue to thank God. Continue to thank God for the blessing and the increase, because he is doing something once again through you as you begin to wait for your blessing. I hope that has blessed you. Once again, visit us and join us on Saturdays, Central, Eastern, and Eastern times between 3:30 and 4:30. We have our forum where it's very interactive, and it allows others to join in and speak of whatever you want to speak. If you want to ask questions on some topics, we talk about different topics, and that is godly based. It is biblical principles on topics that we discuss. So once again, I don't want to be before you long. I want you to be blessed. Have a blessed and prosperous. Have a blessed and prosperous day. I can't get that word out. All right. Love you. And you have a blessed day. Take care now.